Oh God. Hello, it's Tom Hobden here with episode 5 of Dance, Digital and Participation. I'm hoping that you might have spotted I have switched things around a little bit. I've got some new lighting, I've got a fancy sign, and I'm sat at a little bit of a desk now, ready to interview these people. Now, I've got to admit, I've only just got this bit sorted. I haven't got it ready for my interview. So the interview you're about to watch with Alyssa hasn't got the same setup, but it's coming, which is really exciting. So before we should just gab on, I think you should just enjoy all of my newness that I have and curly hair, and I'll see you at the end. All right, let's just jump straight in. Okay, so oh God, that was the thing I got wrong. How do you say your last name? Alyssa?
Lisle.
Lisle.
Yeah.
Okay. You saw the first one. That's like Saturday morning. I only woke up half an hour ago. Okay, so we have the amazing Alyssa Lisle with us. I first met Alyssa on the Overture program, which I co-curate with New Adventures. She's a really fantastic community artist and has just started her first steps into digital dance. And I thought that would be a perfect place to jump in. So Alyssa, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're up to, anything that you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, so my name's Alyssa and I'm a dance artist based in Newcastle. So normally my practice is very varied. So I have a massive passion for performance and also a massive passion for community dance. And for me, those things marry really well. I realise that I can't have one without the other, and they both inspire each other massively. So whatever I find out in the studio with myself, I put it into my delivery practice, and then vice versa. So if I see something in the studio with others as I'm teaching, that massively inspires what I then do for myself. And so that's been like a big step for me. Recently, I have taken my first steps into kind of putting my practice online. So I've been doing a lot of live Zoom classes. I've been working with a visual artist to make some video footage, and I've also developed Dance Anywhere, which is my own little project that I've been developing, which is a set of pre-recorded classes that I send out that people can do whenever they want, wherever they want, in their own home.
So can you tell me a little bit more about that? So like what kind of happens? So, I mean, are people paying for it, or is it free, or do they get to choose what they have?
Yeah, so I have 2 levels. So I have a beginner and an intermediate. When people sign up or show interest, they get 1 class completely free. So that would be live from 7 a.m. on a Monday morning, and it would run all the way through for a full week. So you have the week to do it as many times as you want, or to maybe break it up into different, like 1 exercise a day, or do it a few times a week. So that's completely free, just so you can see kind of what my practice is, if it's for you, if it works in your space. And then from there, I have 3 different tiers. So you can either sign up for 1 class for £5, 4 classes for £18, or 6 for £25. And again, they're like the weekly classes.
How's this learning experience kind of unfolded? So, I mean, obviously, I know the first time I get on camera, I've been kind of terrible. It's taken me quite a long time to get used to it. Is it sort of the same for you? Like, did you hit loads of lampshades and things?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important for me to say as well, before this, if you said to me, oh, this year you'll be putting your dance practice online, I'd have been like, no. Like, I'm such a tech phobe, like, to the point where if you put me in front of anything other than my iPhone, I'm like, that's quite hard. So this for me has been amazing because I've actually developed so many new skills because of it. Just put myself out there and just been like, right, I'm going to do it. But yeah, there's been a lot of like the first class is an hour class, and it took me like 2 hours to film it because I just get like stumbling over my words, or my dog would come in and just start like padding around my feet when I was trying to dance, or I do it in quite a narrow space, and it took me quite a while to like navigate myself within it. So I'd be like bashing off this wardrobe, or like slipping over, and the floor's a little bit layered as well. So I have no socks, I've all got holes in them now as well.
Okay. And What kind of feedback have you been getting back from all of these different from the classes?
Yeah, it's all been pretty positive. I've had like loads of really positive feedback. I teach quite a lot of 55 plus, and
Okay, yeah.
a lot of them have been quite isolated and feeling quite lonely. A lot of them live alone actually, which has been really hard for them. So I've been doing a live Zoom class for them, but then a lot of them have signed up for my Dance Anywhere in addition to that. And I think it just kind of, I remember one lady was saying how it's just kind of like that extra little thing that she can do whenever she wants. So if the day felt really long, she could just put it on and it would just be like an hour where she could just escape from it. I've had lots of really constructive feedback as well about how I teach. So do I face the camera, or do sometimes I turn away from the camera? Which has also been a learning curve as well, because sometimes things can flip, so sometimes I have to turn around and then do it on the opposite side, like for me, but then that would still work for the person watching. So yeah, I've been mixing up the way I deliver it as well, and also mixing up, I tend not to put any counts to these classes. So normally, like, I'm massively into music, like music's definitely a big inspiration for me, and often when I teach live, I can be like, I want this on this count, on an and, whereas when I'm teaching online, it's very much like, I'll do it at this pace, you can match me, you can slow down, you can speed up, the music will play, or even I've been kind of saying, do it to a different song if that's more like your thing. And so it's about kind of like creating an environment where people feel the most comfortable to do it.
I think that's a really, really fantastic tip, because actually the music across these streaming platforms is really hard to navigate. The licensing is really hard to navigate, to figure out as well. And actually, just like on a really quick one, like what's the actual equipment that you have in front of you to do it? Are you doing this on a tripod and a camera and
so from the dance digital and processing course that I did, I learned that my phone was actually the best option that I had, better than a camera, better than a webcam. So I have my phone on a tripod, and then I use my laptop to play music through a speaker. So I've kind of got like my little free setup.
Amazing. I mean, so one of the things that we're doing here at Unit as well is that we've played with lighting. So like if you carry it on, Alyssa, like using any kind of lighting, it can be about sort of just under £100, and it can really transform the way that you're kind of seen. And then the next one is to kind of get, the microphone as well to really kind of do it. But I guess that leads me to ask, like lockdown is beginning to ease a bit. So will this go, or are you going to keep it? What's going to happen with it?
No, I am completely open. I kind of want it to keep going for as long as I can. So I'm releasing my next 6-week block next week, which will take us to the beginning of September. But then also I'm really open to it adjusting. So I've kind of thought to myself, might I reduce it to, instead of a weekly class, might it be a fortnightly class, so you pay for it, but you get it for 2 weeks? Or do you get it for a month? Or do you get maybe one contemporary class and one stretch class to do within the month? I'm aware that not everyone will be rushing back to the studios in September, and that's absolutely fine. And so I want to kind of be that support for those that don't want to go back yet. So as long as the demand's there, I definitely want to continue, and I see it just kind of molding and changing to how the demand is.
That's great. I mean, because the other thing is, I keep thinking about audiences with this, especially with digital work. And actually, an example of it is that there was a business seminar that I would have never ordinarily gone to, kind of like face to face. But because I could go to it online, I decided to do it. And it really made me think about the dance world and about all those two people who are too scared to even get through the door. They might be like going, actually, I could go to an online one, I could turn my camera off, and then that might get them in the door. So not only are you kind of got this wonderful market over here of people that love to go to classes and are happy to go to an arts building, you've also now got those other people that might be, starting to convert. I really feel like it was an untapped, like, why didn't we think of this kind of before, sort of moment.
I totally agree as well, and it took me a long time to admire people who have the confidence to walk into this massive dance building and walk into a class that they've never done before in front of a teacher that they've never met before. I think as dancers, we're like, oh yeah, like that's cool, that's easy, but actually it's not, and that's something that's so great. Whereas I feel like Dance Anywhere is that complete safe space, so you don't have me watching you, you don't have anyone else watching you. And I think for a lot of people, it's learning those first steps, like that terminology that just feels really alien. Like, you can learn it and then be like, right, okay, I know what that is. And hopefully maybe that's me bridging the gap between someone who's like, I don't want to do this, to then, oh, well, I can do it at home, to then be like, well, maybe actually I can go to a class.
100%.
Amazing.
100%. All right, so to kind of wrap this up a little bit, so top tips kind of for doing this digitally. Yeah, anything that you can advise others?
I would definitely say, if you have an idea, just go for it. Just run with it. That's what I did. I kind of put myself out there and said, this is what I'm going to do before I even prep anything. And then it gives me the indication to that, right, if I do it now, you said that you would. I would also say, drag your friends into it. So before I did anything, I actually was like, to my friends, like, can you please do this class for me? Can you just give me all the feedback and tell me what works and what doesn't? Because if you do it with your friends, it's really easy just to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, or that kind of thing. Continuously ask for feedback from your participants, and also like self-reflect and kind of evaluate and be very able to change and just think, well, that doesn't work, I'm going to move on. But also just enjoy it, enjoy the process. Like for me, like I say, it's completely new. It's something that I would never would have thought I would ever do. But I'm enjoying that process, and I think that's what makes me want to continue, because I'm just like, this is really new and this is really exciting, so I'm going to just keep going.
That is fantastic. And so, Alyssa, are you happy for people to get in touch with you, after this?
Yes, 100%. If you are someone like me who was like tech phobe and would rather write a letter than send a message, definitely I'm completely happy to have conversations about it.
There we go again, another amazing interview, and I think Alyssa has loads to offer. If you are a young community artist or a dance teacher and you're sitting there thinking, I should really do something about this, there is a story that is telling you to do it. Alyssa, self-confessed non-techie person, absolutely now becoming a techie person. She's thinking about her equipment, she's thinking about her ideas, and I know already that she's expanded her classes from contemporary dance classes into fitness ones as well. Thank you so much, Alyssa. I put all the links below so you can find out about her, get in touch with her, go and join her classes. Next thing I want to say is this, the subscriber journey that I went on. My aim across the 6 films that I was going to release was that I was going to build to 100 subscribers. We are now at 124 as of today, which I am so excited and really pumped about. And that's all because of you. Because you've been watching, which is really great. We've had over 1,000 views, even more, of all of the films that we've put out. And people are really commenting and getting in touch with me to say they're really enjoying it, which is a bit surprising, but equally really exciting. This YouTube channel is going to grow, absolutely, across the whole of this year. You're going to expect episodes every Tuesday with Dance Digital and Participation. Maybe that's going to turn into something else. And you're going to expect some more episodes. But before I do it, I just thought, is there something you want to know from me? Yeah? Is there some stuff you want to know about? Maybe it's about business, maybe it's about dancing, maybe it's just about what I do with Unit. Let me know. Put it in the comments below and I will try to make some films for you and get you out there. Otherwise, you've been beautiful and I've really enjoyed myself and I'm loving my whole little YouTube setup. It leaves me last to say, please, I want to see everybody dancing every day. Have you danced today? If you haven't, you should. Yeah, a little bit of Tina Turner, maybe some Spice Girls, or it's probably a Metallica kind of day. Who knows? Get out there, do it. This is Tom Hobden. Thank you very much. Over and out.